stages that there has been devices in Sohag or elsewhere. That was proven negative. We didn't detect any other devices.
Right. Brigadier Fathi, my final question to you. 3 years back, on January 25th, Egypt celebrated Police Day, and today also you celebrate Police Day. But how do you compare the popularity of the security, the state security, of course, of the Ministry of Interior, I'm talking about, the state security personnel in Egypt among the Egyptian citizens? How far has it risen? Because it was sinking on 3 years back. Now today, as we are celebrating again Police Day on January 25th, how do you see your popularity among the citizens in the streets? How do you compare it from 3 years back?
Well, I can say that the people, and I'm one of the people myself, I'm one of the Egyptian citizens, we've discovered the importance of the police force when we started to guard our homes using sticks or using weapons to defend ourselves from criminals who tried to exploit the events of the revolution on January 2011. So the people know the importance of having a strong police force, protecting the country, protecting their homes so that they can sleep at night with no need to go and guard their houses themselves or to abandon the jobs. Whatever the criticism to the police force, we must have national patriotic police force in Egypt. That's why this is the new sense of the people towards the police. They want to encourage the police to go on. They see the sacrifices of the police officers and even the simple soldiers. And they see the martyrs, they see their families. After all this fight with terrorism, the people want to say thank you, want to show their support, and they are pushing the police and standing back of all the soldiers and officers, telling them, go ahead, we are on your back. And this is what we see even on the dangerous places like the explosive sites. We ask people please to back off for the safety, but they say we and the police are on the same side. We will be with you hand in hand. And this is really what gives us the momentum, what gives us more reason to go ahead and to sacrifice more of our martyrs.
Well, Brigadier Hatem Fathi, Director, International Relations Department, Ministry of Interior, would like to thank you very much, sir, and wish you the best of luck. And greetings on the Police Day. And Reem, back to Dr.
Of course, we were just speaking about the expected demonstrations and everything that has been happening in the country recently. We were just talking also about the fact that people are going out to celebrate today. Is this a time for celebration?
And this is the celebration of, not the Police Day. This is the celebration against terrorists. We are celebrating our victory, and it will be a victory against terrorists, whether these terrorists being supported from outside and inside. So when I want anything about outside, and this is my own personal opinion, I would like to let the European Union act like Switzerland and to condemn any violent action like what they, just be honest. I would like them to be like Switzerland, that's all. And I would like also to tell our government, if the funds is coming through Qatar and through Turkey, I would like to cut all relationship, cut even the flights from and to Turkey or to Qatar. Why? Because we are not in need to them. Egypt is much better and much stronger without these people. Turkey is one of the countries is trying to abuse the Suez Canal project, by the way. And I said this on TV from 2 years ago, and I said, be aware that Turkey is one of the great enemies or the great obstacles for the project of Suez Canal. And I would like very much that our Prime Minister and the others to think about it very carefully for what I'm saying, because I have, and they know it, I know they know it. I know what they are going to do, starting from the Bosphorus up to Europe, the 400 kilometers. So I don't trust them, and I will never trust them. I'm not saying the Turkish people, but I'm saying the Turkish government right now, which is led by Erdogan. Erdogan, he is really even not accepted by his people in Turkey itself. If I'm talking about Qatar, I'm talking about a tiny place, less than Shoriba, which is one of our districts in Cairo. So these people are really virgin. They don't know anything. They have no clue. They know how to just only gamble and make money for nothing. So Qatar for me is a disaster, but it will be recognized, and they will recognize what will be the punishment of Egypt when the very good stability going to start. Egypt is a strong country, and they are a very tiny one, and they will never, ever step into our land. As for the other thing, for Hamas, if they are not going to stop sending some of their people, don't tell me that these terrorist groups, and they say we do not know anything about them. How can you lead Gaza? They don't have an answer for this. Because if you cannot have a control of this, how can you control Gaza? Why didn't these people shoot their bombs or anything towards Israel? Why? Because they know that Israel was going to bomb them next minute, not next hour, next minute. So I urge our government, as well as our army, if anything comes from Gaza, so the rulers in Gaza better go to hell, and they will have a real, straight, tough answer. This tough answer is an Egyptian answer. We did teach Israel from 1976 until 1973. We are not losers. In 1973, we said we are the winners. And right now, we say to them also, don't support terrorists, because these terrorists come over you, and they will kill you also. We have a peace talk, and just act through the peace talk. Work for it, and don't support any terrorist action, because these terrorist actions will be against you. I'm urging the Israeli people also to know that if your government is going to support terrorists, you will be paying the bloodshed next day. Egypt is a strong country. It's not a weak one. Our economy is going to come up, and I can assure you this. Even we are not happy with the government, what they are doing today, but they are doing their maximum with a bad atmosphere. So let's calm down. Let's celebrate victory against terrorists, and it's not a victory against or a victory of the police department. It's the victory of the liberty of the 25th of July, the liberty of dignity, the liberty against terrorists. So these are the three main obstacles, things we should raise it up. I want all people to be very calm in their representation of celebrity. How can we celebrate this in a very high manner, very, very respect manner, to the police orders, to the army orders, to keep the place clean and neat, to show the people we are not afraid of any one of you. You are nothing compared to us. We are 90 sorry, we are 89.6 million people are supporting the government and the army and the police department. By the way, the army and the police department is our sons, and our daughters are inside. So we are supporting ourselves. We are not supporting anybody else.
And it's very interesting that the chants of January 25th revolution in 2011 were against the police institution. And yesterday, after the attack on the Cairo Directorate, the chants and the protests that came out were in support of the police institution. So it's just interesting how, with everything that has happened, the relationship between citizens and police has evolved over the past 3 years.
Of course, changing the management and clearing whatever, you always have in your tummy some kind of a problem, and you can get lots of gases in your tummy. So this is our gases, and it's taken off. So the police department right now is the police department of Egypt, and the police department of Egypt is doing for the sake of Egypt and doing the sake of the people of Egypt. So this is why the Egyptian, by its nature, they recognize that these are their sons and daughters working for them, taking care of them for their safety and their security. Anybody goes and bomb a school, to kill, or to destroy the Islamic museum. This is an art piece.
Very unfortunate.
This is an art piece. Do you think they are Islam and they know and they name themselves by Islamic group? Do you think when they went and they explored the scientific in Tahrir museum also, do you think they care about scientific things or Islam things? No. These are terrorist people, and we should take a very violent action with a respect to the law to them.
Absolutely.
Right. Dr. Shoriba, also, I'm going to take it from what Reem said, which is, and from what you said also, which is the 1973 war. In Egypt, in 1973, Egypt was in a state of war.